everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Blinn. Hi, how are ya? Yep, today you've guessed it, we're going to be talking about Tayler Holder. TikToker, influencer Tayler Holder is coming under some heat right now because of some vague allegations that are coming out about him. He recently went on the BFF podcast to talk about these allegations, but the first I heard of this was when Keemstar put out a tweet saying that Tayler Holder had been sending out cease and desists to LA influencers. Keemstar's tweet read, "Trusted source tells Drama Alert Tayler Holder will be facing serious allegations from multiple alleged victims. Drama Alert is still working to gather all the details. Normally would not even tweet this much at this stage, but Tayler confirmed allegations were made on BFF podcast."
You know, cancel culture is a thing. Everyone talks, everyone gossips. At the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on offline that should continue to be handled offline. And there's a lot of stuff that's sensitive topics that I don't agree with, and I will continue to handle offline professionally as stuff should be. You know, I think going to the internet about every problem that we ever have is a bit like, you know, it could be handled very differently, you know?
So do you know why everyone's unfollowing you? Like what is going on?
You know, at the end of the day, there's everyone saying everything. There's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of gossip. It's all everyone's opinion. It's all he said, she said stuff, you know, but at the end of the day, there's always a truth to everything. And like I said, I have great people around me, and we're going to continue to handle that offline and hope that everyone else does in a mature manner, you know?
The question I would have for that, and I've heard a little bit from Kareem, like you guys reached out to us. So like to be on and be like, we're going to handle it offline. Like, yeah, like as of 10 p.m., 10:30 last night, I was going to sleep. And Kareem's like, hey, Tayler Holder's people reached out. They wanted to come to clear shit up. But you're just saying handle offline. So I
was here to answer any questions that you guys had. You know, come forward. Everyone's like, you know, why has nothing been said? Why is Tayler not spoken up? Why is nothing? So I'm here to just speak up and answer any questions that anyone does have. You know, if there is no questions or anything like that going on, then I will continue to handle what I do know offline.
What we're told is there's going to be sexual misconduct allegations, but that's pretty vague, and I don't know much about that. Could be totally false.
It is vague, you know, and like I said, it's all, everyone has an opinion on everything that's going on, right? Everyone talks in this industry, and that's how it is. And if it's something, you know, to that extent and that serious, you know, I've dealt with people that have went through stuff like that. It's something that I don't take lightly. It's something that I personally do not agree with. So if it is something to that extent, I don't know why everyone runs to the internet. I think that it should definitely be something that's handled legally offline and very professionally.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what else. As far as when I did the research on it, I didn't see anything. So, I mean, I just saw a lot of mystery of people are unfollowing you. You're in the news, what happened, but I don't know.
Of course. And, you know, and I think that plays a big role with, you know, everyone in the industry clings to a story that they're told and then they run with it. Right. It's like there's very much like multiple like angles of stories that anyone can believe in. And a lot of people choose to handle it differently. You know how it is. I mean, Dave, people have tried to cancel you. You know how it is, man. It's an ongoing thing always.
I don't disagree with that. But I'm pretty direct with like, I'll say exact, like, I don't know what
happened kind of thing.
Yeah, like, don't you think it's going to come out?
That's what I'm saying is a lot has been said that like nothing has been said online yet. So that's what I'm saying is like, I'm going to continue to handle everything professionally and offline until further notice.
Do you think that'll be able to happen though? Like, do you think you're going to be able to keep it all offline, or do you think people are going to come online and start saying shit?
I believe that we can, and it would definitely be the best thing for everybody, for sure.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, I don't know that we have much to talk, because I don't even, not to sound totally fake, I don't even know what we're talking about. I mean, I've heard whispers. There's going to be sexual misconduct allegations that presumably you're going to deny, but I don't know what they are. So.
The BFF podcast with Tayler Holder was an emergency podcast. And yes, all of the details about the so-called allegations are still very vague at this point. But prior to this podcast going out, there was a list of influencers released who have unfollowed Tayler Holder on Instagram. And it's been getting a little bit sinister. Some influencers are talking about this on Instagram. Bryce Hall said things are about to get crazy. Somebody else said, is LA about to do what I think they're going to do to Tayler? Somebody else said that he's about to get his karma. and also said some actions are unforgivable and you have been getting away with these sinister acts for too long. So basically people are all saying that Tayler is going to get some kind of karma, and we really don't know what these accusations are at the moment. But Bryce Hall has also spoken about this when he's been kind of interviewed or stopped by paparazzi. Bryce Hall has openly said that he did receive a cease and desist from Tayler Holder.
Tayler Holder, he's gone!
You know he sent me like a cease and desist?
Well, I don't know if I want to be in the vlog now because of that. I just found out what happened. I didn't know before I made that
Send me a
joke.
cease and desist, and I'll tell you right now, nobody's talking about you, bro.
Guys, I didn't even want to be in the middle of this.
I have never personally went out of my way to talk shit about like Tayler behind his back. If anything, I would say it to his face.
A cease and desist of what?
It was like stop talking about Tayler behind his back and alluding to certain
He
actions.
cease and desist for you gossiping?
No one even talked about him. I never talked about him.
I need a cease and desist half of my Middle Eastern family if that's the case.
Aside from Bryce Hall and other influencers also speaking out about this situation, you've got Keemstar, who shared one of the cease and desist receipts on Twitter. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to this, of course. All I can do is share the receipts that I've got with you guys. So what I have, the receipt that I'm about to show you next, came from Keemstar, and it is, or at least it looks to be, like a full cease and desist letter from Tayler Holder's team. Now, apparently, loads of influencers are getting this letter. Apparently, something like 25 influencers have received this, maybe more. I'm not exactly sure of the number so far, but I think this is going to get bigger. You know, I think seeing as these letters are being sent out, there must be something that they want to hide, you know? And let's not forget, prior to this situation popping up, Tayler Holder put out a statement on his own IG stories talking about being an influencer and about how it's not all it's cracked up to be, how people on the outside look at being an influencer, see it as, well, you're getting rich and famous and you're doing the stuff you've always dreamed of. But Tayler seemed to share a different perspective. Tayler wrote, "To any upcoming influencers or people that dream to have this life, please know it's really not what you think it is at all. Having millions of followers and millions of dollars is cool, but please don't let that blind you. I've been one of the most successful people in this space, and it's truly made me the lowest I've ever been in my life. It's fucked up everything. It's affected my relationship with my family, it's affected my friendships, and it's mentally put me in a place I never thought I would ever be in my life. I feel like a robot. I'm doing everything in my life I could have ever dreamed of and still feel so empty. I've completely lost myself trying to find something that I thought was so amazing. And for anyone I'm talking to out there that feels the same way, please reach out. I'd love to pray for you." And that is all I have for you on the Tayler Holder situation right now. So I'm going to be moving on to somebody else. We've got Eugenia Cooney. Now, Eugenia Cooney is somebody, if you don't know, who frequently gets a lot of harassment on YouTube. I recently brought you a video about Eugenia being attacked in one of her live streams on Twitch and actually ending the stream because people in the chat on her live stream were saying that she was wearing diapers. Now, this is really sad to me. You know, I made a whole video talking about this, and now it's something that is continuing to happen. Eugenia shared on Instagram that people were still being very hateful towards her after what happened on that live stream in Twitch. People are still sending Eugenia messages saying, "Oh, you wear diapers," and telling her that she should unalive herself, and all of this really nasty stuff that's been going on. I don't know why Eugenia seems to be the target of so much hate online, but she is, and I do absolutely feel for Eugenia in this situation. You know, if Eugenia wasn't as strong as she is, I don't know that she'd be able to handle all of the hate that she gets. There's an awful lot of it, and it's just really, really sad to see somebody like Eugenia who makes content that's doing cosplay videos, makeup videos. You know, it's not harmful content. It's sad to see somebody who's not making any type of harmful content or hurting anybody else receiving so much backlash for simply being who they are. You can see from the screenshot that I'm sharing here on the screen, the type of language that is used toward Eugenia is most definitely what I would call bullying. You know, people are saying that she's a decaying corpse. All of this really kind of vile language that to me is unnecessary. To me, this is not something that you need to send to somebody like Eugenia. You know, at the end of the day, she's just putting out her videos, doing her thing, not harming anyone, and she receives this kind of unwarranted level of hate. I do think it's really bad, and I do think people need to really, really think about what they're posting and sending towards Eugenia. It's just very, very sad to see. And with that said, I'm going to leave this little video right here. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I will be back on camera very shortly for my next video. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.